Imagine a world where the line between the brain and the machine is practically non-existent, where our thoughts can be transmitted to a computer in the blink of an eye. Does this sound like science fiction? Well, this reality may be closer than we think. Neuralink, one of Elon Musk's most ambitious ventures, is working to connect us directly with technology, turning our brains into a hub of superintelligence. But are we ready for this revolution? And more importantly, what are the risks and rewards involved in this journey toward neural communication? Get ready to uncover the mysteries behind this brain interface and understand how it could forever change the future of neuroscience and artificial intelligence. If you're curious to understand how Neuralink could transform the future of humanity, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. Let's explore this incredible technological revolution together. The evolution of artificial intelligence. The world has become accustomed to seeing artificial intelligence, AI, as a powerful and useful tool. However, the idea of a self-aware AI that can make decisions on its own brings with it a new set of challenges and concerns. Elon Musk, a central figure in this discussion, warns of the potential dangers of AI, especially in the hands of individuals or groups with selfish objectives. Imagine a future where a superintelligence could be used to manipulate information, control infrastructures, or even influence political decisions. There are fears that, without proper safeguards, advanced AI could surpass human capabilities and act independently of humanity's interests. Therefore, the creation of a symbiosis between the human brain and AI becomes an interesting alternative to keep up with and regulate this evolution. By integrating superintelligence with our own brains, we could potentially shape and direct AI in a safer and more ethical manner. The need for symbiosis between man and machine. For Musk, the solution lies in creating a symbiosis between humans and machines. The proposal is audacious: to increase human cognitive capacity through a brain interface that connects the brain directly to external devices. Imagine a brain implant that enables communication between the brain and a computer at speeds thousands of times faster than currently possible. This cognitive enhancement could not only keep humans relevant in a world dominated by AI, but also expand brain capacities to unprecedented levels. The brain-machine connection provided by this technology is not limited to communication with electronic devices. It opens up a range of possibilities for advanced medical treatments and even the creation of new learning methods. We could, for example, access information from the internet directly in our minds or interact with complex systems just by thinking. Imagine learning a new language in minutes or performing complex calculations instantly, making us more efficient and productive. Development of Neuralink. Neuralink, Musk's company, has been dedicated to developing this innovative technology. The company is creating a chip known as Link V09, which is the size of a coin and can be implanted in the skull. This device has ultra-thin wires that connect to the cerebral cortex, allowing direct communication between the brain and external machines. The latest version of the chip is surprisingly discreet, with a battery that lasts all day and can be recharged overnight. Currently, Neuralink is testing the device in animals, with plans to begin human trials soon. Besides being a technological innovation, the development of this brain implant represents a milestone in the technological revolution that could redefine the limits of neuroscience and medicine. The precision with which Neuralink can implant these ultra-thin wires in the brain is impressive. They are thinner than a human hair and can interact with individual neurons, recording and stimulating neural activity. This level of precision is crucial to ensure that the device is effective and safe, minimizing the risk of brain damage during implantation. Neuralink's progress is impressive, isn't it? Leave a like if you are also excited to see how brain superintelligence will impact our lives. Development of Neuralink. Neuralink, Musk's company, has been dedicated to developing this innovative technology. The company is creating a chip known as Link V09, which is the size of a coin and can be implanted in the skull. This device has ultra-thin wires that connect to the cerebral cortex, allowing direct communication between the brain and external machines. The latest version of the chip is surprisingly discreet, with a battery that lasts all day and can be recharged overnight. Currently, Neuralink is testing the device in animals, with plans to begin human trials soon. Besides being a technological innovation, the development of this brain implant represents a milestone in the technological revolution that could redefine the limits of neuroscience and medicine. The precision with which Neuralink can implant these ultra-thin wires in the brain is impressive. They are thinner than a human hair and can interact with individual neurons, recording and stimulating neural activity. This level of precision is crucial to ensure that the device is effective and safe, minimizing the risk of brain damage during implantation. Neuralink's progress is impressive, isn't it? Leave a like if you are also excited to see how brain superintelligence will impact our lives. Initial objective and future potential. Neuralink's initial goal is to help people suffering from severe brain injuries or motor problems. Imagine a person who, after an accident, lost the ability to move or communicate. With the help of the brain implant, this person could regain some of their independence, controlling devices with just their thoughts. Furthermore, the brain interface has the potential to restore vision, hearing, and even reactivate lost motor functions. In the future, Neuralink could also help people with degenerative neurological diseases, such as Alzheimer's or Parkinson's, allowing the restoration of impaired brain functions. In the long term, the possibilities expand even further. Some imagine a future where it will be possible to transmit information directly to the brain, or even save and replay memories, transforming our relationship with technology and our own minds. This is a scenario that might sound like something out of an episode of Black Mirror, but with the potential to revolutionize brain health and cognitive enhancement. The ability for instant neural communication between humans could create new forms of interaction, making language a redundant barrier. Imagine sharing ideas and feelings directly, without the need for words. Tests and challenges. Although Neuralink has already conducted tests on pigs and monkeys, showing that the animals did not suffer damage after the device implantation, there is still a long way to go before this technology can be widely used in humans. The company faces the challenge of ensuring that the brain implant is safe and effective, which involves a series of complex scientific studies and research. Additionally, the issue of neural decoding, translating brain signals into commands understandable by machines, is still being refined. Researchers need to develop algorithms that can interpret the complex patterns of brain activity accurately and reliably. The success of these tests will be crucial for Neuralink to advance toward practical applications of this technology. Tests on humans will need to be conducted with extreme caution, ensuring that there are no long-term adverse effects such as neurological damage or risks to brain health. There is also the challenge of making the technology accessible and viable for the general population, since brain procedures are usually expensive and complicated. Risks and ethical concerns. The idea of directly connecting the human brain to a machine raises a series of ethical and security issues. On one hand, there is the risk that this technology could be used maliciously. Imagine a scenario where minds can be hacked or controlled remotely, raising concerns about privacy and personal autonomy. What would happen if hackers or malicious governments had access to our most intimate thoughts? Moreover, there are questions about the social impact of such technology. How would it alter our perception of identity and individuality? And what about the implications of a society where only some have access to this form of cognitive enhancement? Inequality could be amplified, creating an even greater divide between those who have the ability to connect with neural technology and those who do not. These are questions that still need to be answered and are at the center of debates about the future of neurotechnology. Ethical issues also extend to the possibility of thought or emotion manipulation, raising concerns about mind control and free will. Additionally, who should have the authority to regulate this technology and ensure that it is used in an ethical and safe manner? Challenges and common doubts. Even with the enthusiasm around Neuralink's potential, many challenges and doubts remain. One of the main concerns is the risk associated with the procedure of implanting the brain chip. Although the company has made significant advances, the procedure still involves delicate surgeries that bring inherent risks, such as infections, rejection of the implant by the body, or damage to important areas of the brain. Another point is the durability and need for maintenance of the device. Like any technology, the brain implant will need updates and possible repairs, raising questions about its longevity and long-term safety. How can we ensure that the chip continues to function correctly for many years or even decades? Additionally, there is a natural concern with the idea of reading and interpreting thoughts, something that, while fascinating, invades one of the last frontiers of human privacy. Are we ready to live in a world where our thoughts can be monitored or even manipulated? Neural decoding needs to be accurate enough to avoid misinterpretations of brain signals, preventing misunderstandings or unwanted actions. There is also the question of public acceptance of this technology. To what extent are people willing to allow the insertion of a device into their brains? Neuralink may be the first step toward a new era of brain superintelligence. But are we ready for this transformation? The idea of a brain implant that enhances our cognitive potential is undoubtedly fascinating, but it also raises ethical and security questions that cannot be ignored. Have you ever imagined controlling devices with just your thoughts? Or even saving and reliving memories? The potential is enormous, but it is essential to reflect on how this technology will impact our lives and our society as a whole. Additionally, how will we deal with the inequalities that may arise from unequal access to this technology? As Neuralink advances, society needs to be prepared to face these issues consciously and responsibly. After all, we are talking about a technology that could not only transform our cognitive abilities, but also redefine what it means to be human. So, what do you think? Are you willing to explore this technological revolution, or do you prefer to wait and observe? Leave your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This way, you can keep up with the latest news on brain interfaces and the future of neuroscience. Who knows? You might be one of the pioneers in understanding and maybe even using this revolutionary technology.